Hey, it's Josh here, and I got something kind of interesting going on today. Going to be weighing this GPRSHO and actually comparing that weight against a stock one of these. So we'll start off weighing a stock one, then we're going to weigh this guy. And I have got the question a few times, like, what's the weight difference? And the SHO engine is a, 4-cylinder, 4-stroke supercharged. Supercharger is tucked away up there. And people think that it's way heavier than that $1,200 engine, but we're going to go ahead and weigh them back to back today and figure that out. First up, we're going to weigh a bone stock GP1200R. All right, we're going to go ahead and weigh this thing. The power turned on. Otherwise, it won't be accurate.
Alright, let's try that. Alright. 806 pounds.
Alright guys, you can see it there, 806 pounds.
Is that how much it's supposed to weigh? It's got a little extra water here.
806 pounds on the scale. We do have some water in it. This has half a tank of fuel in it, has a full tank of oil in it. So this would be a wet weight, not a dry weight, which is what you're gonna find when you're finding specs for most skis. They're listing them at dry weight. So I believe
Dry weight of this is supposed to be.
Oh, I'll just look it up on my phone.
You look it up on your phone. Oh man, isn't this a beautiful ski? Come on out and buy it.
I'm trying to
right now. I think this will be pretty interesting. Are we gonna weigh the GP 1800? Yeah. It has let's see, obviously different engine, probably a lighter exhaust, so maybe it'll weigh less.
Yeah, there's no way it weighs less.
And oh, the other one has those gauges. That'll make it heavier.
So it looks like, from what I can see here, the dry weight on these is supposed to be like 675 pounds. But I'm looking at a really crappy thing that doesn't have very good.
Oh man, that's some internet stuff right there.
It's like a PDF file, and it's like in kilograms, and then it's converted, and it's like, oh, come on.
It seems like it would be more than that. Like, we can't have that much weight in fuel, oil, and water on this thing, can we?
Certainly could. I mean, because fuel is pretty heavy. So
yeah, but 200 pounds?
How's that 200 pounds? Like,
well,
100 pounds.
100 and some.
673. So yeah, they're supposed to be like 675 dry weight.
All right.
Honestly, guys, this could have water in it. I don't think I drained it after yesterday.
Oh man, we're gonna lose some water here. I'm not seeing it.
If we got all the water out of it, it'd probably lose like probably 10 to 40 pounds, I would guess.
Is any coming out of that?
No.
All right. So we lost a little water from the footwells, and it shut off.
Yeah, well, it's probably automatic off. Now it's zeroed at 800 pounds.
Oh boy. There we go. Okay, 799.6. So that was like 6 pounds of water, just in the footwells, which aren't empty yet.
So there's probably another 6 pounds of water in the footwells. This is kind of an old beat up hull, so it possibly could have water in between the two holes. And let's see. Slash. Not really. I don't know. But it could just be that much weight in gasoline. It has half a tank. This is probably, how many gallon tank? 15?
I went ahead and did some math here and looked up the weight of oil, water, and fuel, and did some calculations about how much of each this ski has inside of it. And basically what I found is that as long as the water box on this thing is full of water, which it may be, then the number that we came up with here, the difference between its wet and dry weight, actually calculates out just perfectly.
But anyways, we're just gonna go with that 799 pounds.
All right, let's weigh the other one. I know Josh wants me to film right now because he's driving the tractor like he's my dad. It's going so slow. I'm just like out walking. And I have this cool shoulder strap on. We're gonna go weigh that GP 1800R CB money. I don't know. That's my idea for the name, the CB. We talked about something else that was good though too. And hopefully he'll love all the tractor sound that goes with this. Look at him, he's just smiling up there.
We're setting up to weigh this one, see what she weighs.
Four, 5, 7. Wow. This thing is gonna weigh less than the other one.
All right, guys, there's the weight. It's right at 800 pounds. So it essentially weighs the same as the other ski. I will say this one only has maybe a couple of gallons in it. So all things being equal, this would weigh a little bit more.
Well, I don't know. The exhaust on the other one's so big, that probably makes the whole difference.
7. Let me get you up in there.
GPRSHO to kind of figure out what a dry weight would be on it. You know, calculating how much like oil, water, and gas is in it. The only thing I really didn't calculate too much was water being in the water box. So this could be a little bit lower than the number I'm coming up with. But I came up with about 710 pounds for the dry weight. So the dry weight of this would be only, let's see, what is that? 35 pounds more than the stock one of these things. So only gaining 35 pounds to do this engine swap is pretty good because it's gaining quite a bit of horsepower. But just for reference, I looked up what the dry weight on the FZR was, the engine the ski this engine came out of. And let's see, what year am I finding the values for? It's for a 2015, so it could be a little bit lighter than the 09 that this engine came out of. And their dry weight is 791, so this is about 80 pounds lighter than a 2015 FZR. And I don't know how that translates to this being able to go 75 miles per hour so easily, where on the FZR you'd have to spend a bundle of money to get it to do that. I'm not sure how that all works. Maybe that's like whole surface area on the water or something. I mean, obviously it is lighter, but not as much lighter as you would expect to get the kind of differences we're seeing here. And just for fun, I'm going to go ahead and look up what the GP 1800R weighs. Alright, so the brand new 1800R, it has a dry weight of 769 pounds. Okay, so for an RXPX 300, which is kind of the newest Sea-Doo, the one with 300 horsepower, their dry weight is rated at 847 pounds. Basically, dry weights, I feel like you add like 50 to 100 pounds to that, and that's kind of what they really weigh when they are out there on the water. But anyway, it's just a little look into the weights of these things.
Oh yeah, definitely lighter than the other one. You're just manhandling it.
I do it to both of them.
No. Couldn't do it with the other one. There's just no way.
All right, here's something weird I'll say to you guys. They're apparently very similar in weight, but I rode the silver one yesterday, and it feels way lighter when I'm riding it. I don't know what the heck that's all about, but it feels like way more light than this one does when riding.
That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk.
It's weird. I don't get it. Jason briefly mentioned a possible name for this thing as opposed to calling it the GPR SHO all the time. Jason kind of liked the idea of calling it the Sea Demon, and I just kind of want some feedback on that. What do you guys think of that? Also, a name that was kicked around was Terminator, and both of those names are kind of coming from the red gauges, kind of like being almost like red eyes. But I just kind of want to get your guys' thoughts on that, and if you have any other cool names that you want to call this thing, like the giant garbage monster or something like that, definitely let me know in the comments section. Now we're actually going to weigh ourselves and see how much weight we have personally gained because of this whole pandemic thing and not being able to like really do anything and having to sit around more often than we'd like. All right, Caleb, get over here and just sit on the thing.
Are you naked for this?
Not
I know what you're thinking,
I
Caleb.
made the underwear
You're
on.
thinking there's no way that we could weigh you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure this is fair and honest. That's
Well,
all.
we're gonna weigh you.
Okay, hang on.
Just
Try to do it like a more complicated
I'm trying to do it
way.
like a Superman.
Okay.
Ow!
Good.
Okay, maybe I should.
now stretch your
You
legs.
gotta get all your weight off of it.
I mean, you could just sit on it like a swing, but
I like when you do the complicated.
now take your feet off the ground.
They are.
Caleb comes in at where
Try
it's
to hold still, Caleb. Just
I'm
don't
not-
even
it's not
move.
my
No
fault
talking. No talking.
it
161.
says you're 161.5 pounds.
That's not bad.
Is that accurate?
That's somewhere around that range, but to Pentonville, I say don't worry because.
All right,
yeah, I don't
Jason,
know.
you.
Okay, so
And just tell me if it's accurate.
wait. Before this whole pandemic thing, I was weighing in at about 135,
Oh, that's
maybe
why we're doing
140,
this?
and since then I've been pretty sedimentary. I might have gained
What?
like 15 pounds, so we'll have to see what it's at.
You're the one swinging backwards now.
179.2.
Oh my! I gotta stop drinking so many beers. I'm ashamed.
All right, your turn, Josh.
Okay, you want to see how fat I am?
Oh, just hop on. We all are doing this.
We gotta reset it. All right, so what I'm gonna say is before this whole pandemic thing, I weighed in at a crisp 96 pounds.
Oh,
I remember that. Oh, you should show an old picture of you from just before the pandemic.
Yeah, can we please see that now?
I would like to show that, but we'll see.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good
Double
one for you.
down. Hey,
Hooray,
high
good.
five.
Yeah, that's good. Yay! Look, I'm
Yeah.
right here, Jason. You
All
can't
right,
see me
let's-
apparently, Jason.
That's right.
I'm really impressed at how much muscle I've put on during this pandemic.
Hooray!
Did you get a bow flex or something? You just been like
All right,
shredding.
so I didn't know we were talking about pre versus post pandemic weight for this being the reason, but I did weigh around 150 before this whole thing, so it's not as big of a difference, but hey, just letting Pentonville know whenever they shoot the Austin Powers movie in about 5 years or so, I'll probably be in good enough shape to play that by then.
So courtesy of Rick M's, here we go for Caleb.
Oh, I saw this. Wait a minute. You guys told me a couple videos ago you ate this stuff.
Oh, no, we didn't eat it all. That'd be crazy.
Tricked you so you could be more excited.
Look how happy you are right now.
Does nobody ever told me these things in the first place? Okay. So, obviously, this is a bit of a candy review-ish thing. I mean,
Yep,
yeah,
we've
I'm really
been.
glad you sent all this stuff over, Rick. Honestly, I have not had as much Haribo stuff before, but I will see what this tastes like.
Let me try one of the berries.
Go ahead.
Also, if you could just say something encouraging to Rick, because he started his own business.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Ah, congratulations.
Hmm.
I mean, Sorry, I'm just having a tough time figuring out what to say right now. Partially because I don't talk as much with my mouth full of food. But yeah, Rick, congratulations on starting your own business. I really did not hear that much about that until just right now. But thank you so much for being an encouraging subscriber slash commenter slash, well, food donator, obviously. I mean, you're obviously making Dude Rocks 5539 have to step up his game. I still want my Pumas, man.
All right.
Anyway, if I have to say anything encouraging for you starting your own business, we're honestly just learning this as we go too, but honestly the best thing we can do is just go up to the top, never stop. And obviously it's okay to just kick back, reflect where you've been every once in a while, but the important thing is always seek advice, always seek help, always keep learning, always keep improving. That's the main thing we try to do, and I hope everybody has kept on with the theme of this channel. Always keep improving, always keep getting better. I don't know if we actually hit 4,000 subscribers today. Did we? Apparently we don't know.
I have
Or-
to look, and that takes too much effort.
Yeah, we'll save that effort for later.
We got jet skis to build.
Yeah, we got jet skis to build, and people...
Try the Coca-Cola one.
Oh, okay, well, I was gonna start with this sour cube thing that I just found in there
Yeah,
first.
those ones are pretty good, but try the Coke ones. Those
Oh,
ones
try
are-
the Coke ones?
Yeah, you'll know them because they have little Coke bottles.
I know what they look like. Those are like the only Haribos I've actually heard of. Sour and tangy Coke?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense, does it?
No, that's why I'm a Pepsi guy.
Well, it's cola, so it's actually Pepsi.
Yeah.
Sour and tangy Pepsi. I don't know why I was saying Coke.
Oh, we should have you do the blind taste test of whether that's a Coke or a Pepsi one.
You basically did this way too late. You should have done that yourselves.
But is it Pepsi or Coke?
I honestly can't tell, because the first time I chewed it, it kind of tasted like just a normal cola. And now it's tasting like somebody added a bunch of fruit that was sitting in the garbage for 3 days.
No. Do you like that kind of fruit?
I was not expecting that.
It's tangy for sure.
I mean, yeah, it is obviously... Oh, sorry.
Obviously, these
Somebody got
cola
caught in my
ones are
throat.
very unique.
Yeah, that just got caught in my throat, so...
I'd say most of the unique ones for you to try.
Okay, that's why you guys, quote-unquote, ate like Andy.
What do you mean?
Because you saved all the interesting ones for me, and then you just had some of the extra ones for yourselves, too.
Yeah, we had all the boring ones.
Okay, how much did you like the cola ones?
I think it was pretty good, but right now I'm going to try this Zingy Cube, because
Well,
I
it
don't know
turns
what
out they're Coke, and you like Coke better.
Oh, very funny. That didn't even taste a thing like Coke at the end.
I'm just giving you
Alright.
the business, bud.
I don't know. Trying the Zing Ding Dings right now.
Yeah, the Zing cubes are pretty good.
These are delicious.
So, I mean, on the topic of jet skis, how do you think that you would enjoy eating those while riding a jet ski?
Well, let's find out.
No.
Okay,
No.
why not? You were the one that asked the question, not me.
All right, and that concludes Caleb receiving his candy.
Ah, yes. And hopefully we'll come back with a sequel. Caleb receiving his new shoes from Dude Rocks 5539. Seriously, 10.5 or 11s. That's my shoe size. Please make sure to remember that. And as always,
You gotta warn me so I can plug my ears for that part.
Yeah, I think that's only fair.
but
that
if
you
I
give us
warned
one.
you, it wouldn't be any fun and you would just expect it too much all the time. I mean, that's
In a
part
way,
of,
we do
that's the
expect
fun
it
of
too
it, like
much
the
all the time.
intensity.